Hello, beautiful, and welcome to the Prosperous Womb. Today, I want to talk about a popular question that comes up when coaches are up-leveling their coaching offers to higher value, high ticket, higher impact coaching offers in any investment amount. It ranges from $50,000 for the investment to maybe $1 million for the investment. And the question is, do I need to have invested in my own coaching business at that level before I can charge that investment amount to work with me? And this is where I pause and ask, is there a better question to ask when it comes to packaging, pricing, and positioning your coaching offers to be in the space of the people who actually want to work with you, who want to partner with you for that long-term commitment and exponential result? When I'm working with clients in Supernatural or the High Ticket Profit VIP Day, one of the things we look at the end of the first trimester of the Midwife CEO Visionary System is how much will the investment be for this offer, and how can I position it so that I partner with a person who wants this type of long-term commitment? How can I adjust my definition of worthiness and self-concept so that I dial in my messaging to speak exclusively to that one person I want to partner with for this long-term commitment? Maybe it's a mastermind, a group program, one-on-one. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what niche you're in, what type of coaching you do. That's all irrelevant. I'll tell you this. When I was, a couple of years ago, I was Stella & Dot rep. Stella & Dot is a company it's a jewelry and accessories company. It's like Avon or Mary Kay or any of those. It's LMM. And I was one of the reps who was working as part of a team, and I was growing my own sales team. I had my own downline people who were reporting to me, who I was supporting and training to create their own coaching businesses so they can create the life they want for themselves. And I had my own upline and my own people, mentors who were supporting me to build my own business. I also had my fashion business. I was an attorney. I was also an accountant, and I was doing all of those things, but I needed something that was diverse and fun and different from what I was used to in my own life. So I did Stella & Dot. And I hosted a lot of trunk shows. It stretched me when it came to outward sales. Not waiting for people to come to me, but reaching out and saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is part of what I'm doing right now. Would you love to host a trunk show? This is how it works. This is what you get. And this is how you invite people and blah, blah, blah. So I had one trunk show where there were 25 women. It was a pre-Mother's Day trunk show event. And I brought all my jewelry and the accessories, my Stella & Dot stuff. And one woman had a list of gifts she wanted to buy for Mother's Day for all of the women in her family. And it was necklaces and bracelets with charms, the month charms, the charm that said sister or love or family, because the charms sell. So when it all adds up. And when she was done choosing what she wanted, it came up to about $4,000. And I was so excited. My other trunk shows were usually just $1,200, just $2,000. It was just for fun and play because I wanted to meet people and hang out. And so this time it was one person had done $4,000 and other people were doing $400 and $500. So it came up to an $8,000 day. And I thought, this is amazing. So I was so excited. And I went to my next upline meeting where we had a team meeting and we were reporting and talking about how things were going, what we're doing. And I was on track to win a trip. It was really fun. And it got to my turn, and I started talking about the trunk show, about how amazing it was and how people were buying and all this stuff. And I realized my upline, my mentor, was super quiet. And she just kept listening. I thought she was going to be so excited for me. And so I got quiet and I said, did you hear what I said? I sold almost $7,500 worth of stuff, and one person bought $4,000. And she said, okay. And she said to me, this is going to be a teaching moment for everyone on this call. And I thought, you're supposed to say how amazing I am, how great at sales I am. And so she said, So what did the customer not want? What did she say no to? And I was like, nothing. She bought everything she wanted. And she said, okay, so guys, can you hear this? It's going to be another teaching moment. And she said to me, did you offer her anything that she said no to? I was like, no. She was buying what she wanted. And then when she was done, I was just happy that she bought all that stuff. I wasn't going to rock the boat and like give her something that she was going to say no to and that it was going to change the energy. And she says, oh, so you were afraid of getting a no? And I said, I didn't even think about that because I was selling. Like, what are you talking about? And she said, at what point did you decide that she had bought more than you would spend at an event like this, so it was okay to not sell? And I had no idea what she meant. So at that time, she said to me, this will make more sense when you read the book, Go for No. My invitation to you is, congratulations for this experience for you. Now, I want you to learn how to sell. So read Go for No, and that will support you. That's my invitation to you. But I was pissed, I was defensive, so I didn't read the book. Fast forward about probably 15 years later, my coach. I was on a coaching call with my coach and we're talking about my sales, because when I started my coaching business, people were coming to me. I was never selling anything. Everybody came to me. They applied to work with me. They would come in and 4 out of 5 clients would say yes. And I'll start working with them. So I never did outbound sales. I never really had to sell anything. I just received sales. So one day, my coach said to me, has anyone ever said no to you? And I said, what are you talking about? And she said, have you ever made an offer? Or do people just fall from the sky into your programs? And at that time, people were just falling from the sky because it was referrals. My friends who were attorneys, my friends at church, people were just referring people from their mommy groups to my mommy group. It was just fun. And I was receiving. And she said, Mimi, I invite you to learn how to sell. You're afraid of rejection. She said, you have to learn how to be great. And the way to do that is to receive the no's. I need you to read. My invitation to you is to read Go for No. And I said, you gotta be kidding me. But this time I was less defensive because now I'd gone through my coach training and I was a coach and I understood the power of learning. You know, you only know what you know. You don't know what you don't know. So I got the book Go for No, which I highly recommend for everyone, because we all have what the author here calls, we all have a mental spending limit. And when I'm working with clients in Supernatural and the High Ticket Profit Exposure and VIP Day, what comes up for people when they're packaging and pricing their high ticket coaching offers is this mental spending limit. I haven't spent $200,000 on a coach yet. Well, that's if you're in the VIP Day, Supernatural, you already have. So how can I charge that when I haven't spent that? And my invitation is always, what is your mental spending limit? What in your head, if you had the money, how much would you spend? What is it worth to you? So no, I don't think that you have to go and actually spend money to charge that amount, but you need to be able to have the intrinsic self-worth and value and ownership and recognition of your identity and who you are being in the world to be able to raise your mental spending limit, so you're not charging based on how much is in your wallet. This will be you getting into bed with your client's bank account. It's not your job to get into bed with your client's bank account. It's not your job to cut back on what you think your client is going to spend. It's not your job to not make the offer or stop selling. It's your job to make the invitation for the offer that you're selling and let the client take the position of yes or no in the most empowering way for him or her. Okay? So again, the book is Go for No. It is by Richard Fenton and Andre Waltz, and I'm going to put the link below. Well, not the link. I'm just going to put the name of the book below. I don't have a link, but it's sold everywhere, I'm sure. And I've talked about it in about 10 other videos. I'll put a playlist to the videos where I've talked about it in the context of pricing, creating a signature system, and sales. So if you're thinking, how can I elevate my game when it comes to positioning, pricing, sales, thinking of money in a way that is not emotional attached to what I would do, and freeing the client to walk in the greatness that God has already given her to make that decision from a place of position and power. Go for No. It's this, it's the easiest book to read. It's just about probably 60 pages, and you can read this in 20 minutes or less. Okay, so it's been good having you, and let me know how this lands for you.